magnate in Abuja prison for alleged fraud. Customs intercepts arms, ammunition, hard drugs at Lagos port. Limit alcohol intake, eat healthy to protect your kidneys, physician tells Nigerians. Friend tried to kill me after my 30th birthday, Portable. And on sports, Champions League Arsenal to face Bayern as Man City takes on Real Madrid. Good day, thanks for joining us on Leadership TV News. I am Cynthia Onwado. Justice James Motoshaw of the Federal High Court FCT in Abuja has ordered the remand of the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of DuPont Midstream Company Limited, Mr. Akintoye Akindele, in Kuje Correctional Center, Abuja. Akindele will remain in custody till March 20th, when the court will consider documents confirming the perfection of the bail granted him earlier. The court had on March 1st admitted him to bail in the sum of 750 million naira, with two sureties in like sums shortly after he was arraigned on allegations bordering on fraud to the tune of $5.6 million. However, when the case came up for trial on Friday, prosecution lawyer Mr. Simon Law attempted to make an oral application seeking the transfer of the case from the Federal High Court Abuja to the Federal High Court in Lagos. And now the United States government has said it will not dictate to the Nigerian government on what to do regarding the proposed state police structure to stem the tide of insecurity in the country. A director of international narcotics and law enforcement affairs at the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, Jason Smith, stated this as a stakeholders dialogue on insecurity and state policing in Abuja. Smith said the government of the United States acknowledged the importance of dialogue in addressing critical challenges, including insecurity facing Nigeria. He said, "We acknowledge the array of challenges currently confronting Nigeria. As previously mentioned, both countries operate under similar federal systems, yet approach law enforcement differently. Other nations have their own unique methods. My purpose here is not to dictate solutions, but to prescribe a perfect remedy for enhancing service provisions or policies." The Tinkan Island Command of the Nigerian Customs Service on Friday announced the seizure of cake of arms, ammunition, and illicit drugs imported into the country. Leadership gathered that the seized items included military camouflage and illicit drugs such as Colorado, heroin, cocaine, among others. The arms recovered included automatic single-barrel rifles and pump-action guns, among other weapons. Speaking at a press conference, the Customs Area Controller, Tinkan Island Command, Dera Nadi, stated that some persons arrested in line with the seizures are still in detention and will be prosecuted accordingly. Dr. Patrick Dakum, Chief Executive Officer, Institute of Human Virology, Nigeria, IHVN, has advised Nigerians to eat healthy food and limit alcohol intake to protect their kidneys from harm. Dakum, the Labour Party's Plateau governorship candidate in the 2023 general elections, gave the advice in his goodwill message on Friday in Jos to commiserate this year's World Kidney Day. The IHVN chief executive urged Nigerians to exercise their bodies regularly, aim for a healthy weight, have enough sleep, and quit smoking to save their kidneys. According to Vanguard, he further advised them to explore stress-reducing activities, manage diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease, as well as go for medical checkups regularly. Dakum named some of the causes of kidney diseases as hypertension, diabetes, kidney inflammation, and obesity. He stated that shunning self-medication, too much intake of processed foods with high levels of salt, and ensuring regular intakes of fruits and vegetables will boost their health. Dakum said that this year's World Kidney Day's theme focuses on increasing the burden of chronic kidney diseases, and achieving optimal kidney care to overcome these challenges at different levels. The federal government has tasked universities in the country to serve as engine rooms for innovation, driving forward groundbreaking research initiatives that will place Nigeria at a global level. The Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosu Tijani, stated this on Friday while presenting an award of excellence won by Veritas University at the Africa Telecommunication Union Innovation Challenge held in Nairobi, Kenya. Tijani challenged other tertiary institutions in the country to emulate Veritas University so as to be able to see their roles much more than training employees but driving innovation to change Nigeria's economy. And now a non-governmental organization, Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, has charged civil society organizations in Gombe State to work assiduously towards reducing drastically the smoking of cigarettes in the state. The NGO gave the charge during a meeting with stakeholders from the CSOs in the state on tobacco control in Gombe, the state capital. The representative of CISLAC at the meeting, Mr. Solomon Adoga, said the NGO had met with the State Ministry of Justice and that of Health in recent times with a view to advocating the government's policy to control tobacco use via tax increment on tobacco industries and products. Adoga said the measure is part of steps being taken to make the commodity scarce, thereby mitigating its usage and effects on the government. And now inflationary pressure in Nigeria has continued on a rise, with the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) data showing that headline inflation rate increased to 31.70% relative to the January 2024 relative to the 29.90%. That implies that February 2024, the rate of increase in the average price level was more than the rate of increase in the average price level in January 2024. In February 2024, inflation rate shows an increase of 1.80% points when compared to the January 2024 headline inflation rate. On a year-to-year basis, the headline inflation rate was 9.79% points higher compared to the rate recorded in February 2023, which was 21.91%. And now to take some entertainment news, controversial Nigerian singer Habeeb Okikola Badmus, aka Portable, has reportedly escaped an attempt to kill him only a day after his 30th birthday. The Tony Montana crooner took to his Instagram stories to tell netizens of how a close friend of his was sent to end his life. In the video, Portable explained that someone was sent to kill him on the day after his 30th birthday, which was on Tuesday, March 12th. He went on to warn netizens not to let people know the secret of their success or they would try to take it away. The Zazu crooner also thanked God for saving him and his family. And now finally on sports news, Arsenal has been drawn against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, while Manchester City will play Real Madrid. The Gunners will host German side Bayern, who have England captain Harry Kane in their squad at Emirates Stadium in the first leg. Meanwhile, this is the third successive season City has met Spanish side Real in the knockout stages. The first leg takes place 9th to 10th April, with the second legs on 16th and 17th April. If Arsenal and City win their ties, the two Premier League clubs will face each other in the semi-finals. The other draws include Atletico Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona. And on that note, we end the news on Leadership TV. For more about news stories, you can log on to our website www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.